The time is 4 o'clock on this Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, April 4th, 2017, and it's time now for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on this Tuesday afternoon, April 4th, 2017. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins here. It's 4 o'clock in the area. News alarms at 4. Top story is Susan Rice, National Security Advisor to President Obama, during a news conference says she's an announced spotlight of surveillance debate. Worst chemical threat can use in Syria. U.S. blames Assad. Civil rights groups and experts on police reform expressed alarm on Tuesday at Attorney General Jeff Sessions' order for a review of more than a dozen federal agreements with tribal police forces to address problems of racial violence and discrimination. The U.S. Senate began formally debating the nomination of Judge Neil Gorsuch to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court on Tuesday. There was no sign that Democrats and Republicans are seriously trying to avoid changing the rules of the chamber to ensure. Michelle Obama has been making the most of her time since President Trump's inauguration as her rocket to her causes internet frenzy. Moscow, Monday's deadly St. Petersburg metro attack was carried out by a suicide bomber originally from the center region Republic of Kyrgyzstan, authorities said. A crater is seen at the scene of a fire where rescue workers described the suspected gas attack in the town of Khan Shirkin in the rebel Idlib, Syria. Caracas, Venezuela. Venezuelan white police fired pepper spray and tear gas to disperse angry crowds of several thousand anti-government demonstrators trying to make their way to Congress on Tuesday in the country's largest and most violent protests. Mar-a-Lago will finally fulfill its founder's vision of President Summit between a retreat when a Chinese delegation arrives Thursday for 2 days of contentious talks on everything from currency to North Korea. The NCAA has lifted a ban on holding championship events in North Carolina after the so-called Baffert bill is approved. President Trump announced Republican leaders going to take another crack at health care reform deal that they went up the flames last month. Chelsea Clinton wants you to know that she's running for president against Donald Trump in 2020. Actually, you're good. Don't agree with our president about it. She's not definitely on the right president running to defeat him in 2020. Clinton told CBS to Nora O'Donnell. President Trump's approval rating has declined 6 percentage points since every March, according to a new poll released on Tuesday. Mexican police said 40 days on investigated robbery of 25 German tourists and 3 Mexicans in its Chiapas state of men armed with guns and knives. Spain's top court seized property worth $740 million from an uncle of Syrian President Bashar Assad in a money laundering investigation. The United Nations Secretary General has called on North Korea to join the Chemical Weapons Convention. North Korea hackers have breached overseas banks to create a network of accounts on the move around embezzled funds. Young North Koreans are being harassed by local authorities to report to take work at state-owned enterprise that increasingly reluctant to follow orders. Tesla has moved past Ford to become the second most powerful car company in the United States. Tom Price says it appeared to have suffered a financial hit when he fulfilled his vow to sell some assets to the new Department of Health and Human Services said. The State Department cut off $32 million of the UN Population Fund as an international agency that promotes family planning in more than 150 nations. A plane crash early Tuesday in Marion County, Florida, killed the 5, officials said. Richmond Fed President-elect announced resignation. Even as critics express concern about the gender pay gap under President Trump's administration, there still may be reason to hope. The automaker is now bigger than Ford in the market cap. Tesla was even on the verge of surpassing GM in the market cap, and on Tuesday, it's a big deal for the company that's sought to contend with traditional car manufacturers. Alright, looking at the stocks now, up 3.83 points at 2069 below 4. SP5 up 1.20 points at 2360.12, and NASDAQ up 3.93 points at 5,898.61. The UK has now started formal process of leaving the EU, but scientists say they have evidence of a much earlier Brexit. Where everyone in this interest should get the hell out of this planet, we are continuing some pretty steps to get deep furious to the moon, Mars, and beyond. As points proposed deep space include the Earth, and are thrown into Mars. Researching and continuing to develop a graphene-based seed that can filter out salt with seawater, a development that can provide drinking water to millions of people around the globe. 1 in 10 pregnant women who confirm Zika infection had a fetus or baby with Zika-related complications. 16 the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention said Tuesday. The vast majority of kids who die of flu aren't vaccinated. President Trump picked to lead the Food and Drug Administration, said to be a physician and cancer survivor, venture capitalist, and a government insider who has wanted he went to tear down the wall of FDA regulations. Peter Childers' time is 4:04 on this Tuesday evening, and it's down after New England and Bridgeport, Princeton, Massachusetts. Both accident, 2 cars, Route 124, and an air 820 PD and fire. Department on the scene, checking in 22045. And now look at sports here. Tonight, the Boston Bruins taking on Tampa Bay Lightning. Game time, 7 o'clock. Despite interest from one NFL ready playoff team, the Dallas Cowboys, a legendary 4-time Pro Bowl, Tony Romo returned from playing on Tuesday, was officially released by the team. When the Arizona 6-year Hall of Famer Roy Wood was officially repaired knee, walked gingerly along Black Carpet legend North Carolina's locker room. As he readies for what could be a long career past 40, Brady remains quickly you can take care of your genes better than more than genetics. Peter Childers' time is now 4:05. Take a look at local news from the Ann Arbor Sun Chronicle. Westport man wanted on at one terrorist in Ann Arbor after foot chase. Special post office passport session in Ann Arbor on Saturday. Peter Childers' time 4:05. Time out for Trevor report on this Tuesday afternoon, going into Tuesday evening. Beep! Let's dive into the very thing out. Looking good. Similar SL5 splits about delays to the disabled bus and on the commuter rail. It's looking good here. Okay, I was in my ways of New England here. 95 on the northbound side is so from 79 to Bridgeport. But 95 southbound side also 795 Bolton's and slow on West Haven and Waven. Merritt Parkway eastbound side is slow from 79 to Bridgeport. 84 Bolton's is back around Waterbury Connecticut stretch. 91 on the southbound side also from 291 to Interstate 84. 84 Bolton's back around Hartford Connecticut stretch. 91 on the northbound side so from 57 to 291 in Springfield. 290 westbound side is so from 190 to Route 9 in Worcester. Down over down, 95 on the southbound side, so for second to downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side, also for Thursday, walking to downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side, also Crescent. 195 eastbound side, also 114 in East Providence. 146 on both ends, also at Route 99, Lincoln down near 95 on the southbound side. They did slow around Route 45 up in Mansfield, but southeastern Massachusetts highways out Lincoln Gate here. Route 25 eastbound side, also around the Borden Bridge, but Borden and Southwood Bridges out Lincoln Gate, 6 from Southwood on Orleans, and 20 from Borden down into Falmouth here. 24 on the southbound side, it's slow up to 120 and catching Route 3 southbound side, slow up to Braintree split down around Service Hingham. Braintree split slow on both ends, 120 and northbound side, but the Braintree split all the way down to 24 and Randolph. 128 stop and go between Waltham and Campton here. Service especially both ends is backed up. 128 on the northbound side, also Highland Street and Needham on Route 9 and head again from Route 20 Waltham all the way down around Woburn after Route 93. 93 both ends downtown Boston backed up. Mass back westbound side. It is slow after you also told all the way up to Natick. Mass back both ends is backed up from South Boston and the Logan Airport. Route 1 and northbound is sold from Revere all the way up in Saugus. 120 both ends is backed up at Route 95 up in Peabody. 93 on the northbound side. And southbound side is also Somerville down to Boston. 93 on the northbound side is also from Somerville all the way up in the middle near Stonegate here. 485 on the northbound side is also on 28 and Andover. And I was in my ways of Vermont, Maine out. Lincoln gets 879. Southbound side, Little Source, and Canadian Board, and upstate New York, Vermont. Peter Childers' time is now 4 on this Tuesday afternoon here, and it's time now for a weather report here. And looking at radar, and it shows a line of light rain showers stretching from Boston Vicinity and point south around the South Shore, and another line of rain showers for eastern Connecticut stretching to the central Massachusetts, west to Worcester, and up around western Hampshire, and some snow, rain and sleet around southern Vermont, and rain around western Massachusetts with some sleet from northeast, east to north Adams, and rain around northwestern portion of Connecticut, and rain around central Connecticut down to central Long Island side, and some rain showers with the northeastern Pennsylvania, northwestern New Jersey, and southwestern New York around the Poconos here. Looking at a little further here, a little snow showers around western Maine, and rain showers from Maine coast from Kennebec up to the Augusta, and some snow from Bangor stretching up into northern Maine, and rain around eastern Maine around New Brunswick, and some rain showers west central portion of Nova Scotia, and central portion of Nova Scotia, and some rain showers in central Quebec and the northeastern portion of Ontario, and rain showers central New York with some heavy bands of showers and storms around the Syracuse area. Okay! Periods of heavy rain are expected today. Some important rain, street and flooding may occur during the day and any heavy rainfall. Out of a low pressure system will bring periods of heavy rainfall from midday Thursday and early Thursday night. There's a potential for both a real and river flood, and although magnitude should be minor at most. Flood watch is effective from Thursday morning to Friday afternoon. Flood watch portions of North Connecticut, Massachusetts, and it could have fallen into North Connecticut, Hartford, Tallinn, Wyndham, and Massachusetts, Boston, Bristol, Texas, Franklin, Hamden, Hampshire, Middlesex, Nantucket, and Norfolk and Plymouth and Southern Worcester counties, and in Rhode Island at Block Island, Bristol, Kent, Newport, Providence, and Washington from Thursday morning to Friday afternoon. A low pressure system will bring another round of soaking rainfall into the 7 New England during the Thursday and the Thursday evening. The potential is this for a rest by 1 to 1.5 inches of rainfall and local neighborhood rainfall totals are possible. Recent rainfall has caused significant rise in their rivers and streams, and the rainfall during Thursday will bring the threat for areas of minor river and stream flooding. There'll be potential area of river and streams that resident minor flooding during Thursday and Friday. In addition, there'll be potential for some substantial urban and poor drainage flooding. And flood water in the Patuxent River westerly affecting the New London and Washington counties, and Tunnel River near Bridgewater affecting the Bristol and Plymouth counties. The Patuxent River westerly and the Tunnel River Bridgewater remain in minor flood. A flood statement provided. The latest information is the flood event will be issued with the next hours or earlier than needed if do not allow children to play due to small rivers, streams, culverts, and swiftly moving water can pose a limited threat to life. The tunnel flood more continues for Tunnel River due to Bridgewater until further notice until the warning is canceled at 1:45 p.m. Tuesday. The stage was 8.7 feet. Flood stage is 8.0 feet, and minor flooding is occurring with the minor flooding is forecast. Forecast the river will continue to rise to 8.7 feet by Friday morning. Additional rise may be possible thereafter. In fact, 9 feet the backwater flooding from the Tunnel River will cause flooding at lower pressure brook Middleburg. This will cause most speed parts to become impossible by most vehicles for an extended period of time. Because of the age of grass and flooded roadways, the weather may be deeper than you think. Floodwaters have the ability to damage roadways, hit device of local officials that evacuate if asked to do so. Here. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely before 2 a.m. Then it's light chance showers between 2 and 3 a.m. Punch about dense fog. Otherwise, clouds about 40 degrees. Northwest about 5 miles out of Canada. Light variable in the evening, chance base at 30%. New rain from months between the top 40 inch and high amounts possible thunderstorms for Wednesday. Punch with dense and fog for 11 a.m. Otherwise, mostly clouds about 51 degrees and north about 3 to 6 miles an hour for Wednesday night. Mostly clouds about 36 degrees east about 5 to 7 miles an hour for Thursday. Rain in the afternoon. 149 degrees east with about 9 to 3 miles chance base is 90% for Thursday night. Rain and possibly a thunderstorm before midnight. Then rain likely punch bug up to 2 a.m. 42 degrees and chance base is 80%. Friday punch bug for 8 a.m. Otherwise, mostly clouds about 54 about 8 degrees. For Saturday, we have some mostly clouds about 54 about 37 degrees. For Sunday, mostly clouds about 56 about 36 degrees. For Monday, mostly sunny clouds about 64 about 34 degrees. And for Tuesday, mostly clouds about 65 degrees. Currently here in Taunton, it's light rain and mist, and it's 42. Here in Not Near, it's overcast and rain, and it is 42. And here in Mansfield, it's 42 degrees and overcast. That's me by the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on this April 4th, 2017 on a Tuesday afternoon, going to Tuesday in BC. Have a good evening and a good Friday. I'll see you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. I hope y'all have a good evening.